Hey guys! Time translate, which I'm excited about, honestly. Um, it's raining. That's another reason why I'm excited. The last 2 days we've been getting lightning, and it's just like, it's like an extended fourth. With the fireworks, it's like the eternal side is on it. When they say give proof through the night, it's been at it at its finest. So I've been enjoying the weather, honestly. Um, So I'm gonna see, what's going on the Eternal side, because it's been having a lot to say for sure. In a way where there's no way you're gonna miss it. Honestly. So I'm gonna put this lotion on, as you see I'm doing, for my hands to be all moisturized. So I go in and wash them 59 times before I started, because I had to pee a lot intriguingly. So I had to wash my hands and stuff. But I'm going to use our tarot, travel, and I think the numbers. I got all the elements out too. Um, earth, air, and fire. I have. Earth covers us, air guides, fire strengthens, and we have all the elements present. And at the moment, I got the water next to the phone, which is symbolizing you guys, so it's gonna be a lot of reflecting. So we could be each other answers. And that's what made me actually want to start recording, is I feel like the energy has to a seeking, and I have the answer. If that makes sense. If it came through one of my other translators, if that makes sense. And it's definitely a shadow aspect reflected in the water form. So yeah. A magic deck. I might use the magic deck. I keep my stuff inside of a net, as you can see, which is kind of funny. I got my coffee. I forgot I put my coffee in here. I put a couple of coffee beans in here for the energy. And a little, I can show you guys because that's funny. I forgot that I did that. And some of them beads that go in the fabric stuff, except it's like the little bead ones for the fabric softener. I got some of those in here, which is these ones, if you can see it. And then I got some coffee beans that I keep in here with my cards. So I think I'm gonna leave it out and put it on top of travel. Then I'm gonna get to I think I'm gonna start with tarot too. Then we can miss the air really quick. I haven't been missing the set the yahas. The set the yahas. Cause this is all water energy for sure. Water is going with guidance. Yeah, this is definitely it. As I'm looking at the way I set my accessories up to help me translate. I got my seashell. I'm gonna get to the tarot. I got the seashell out with the symbolizing the water. Then I got the travel deck in the middle of the skull and the sea aspect, undersea. So this could be pregnancy energy. Or it can just be, we all have water in us, we consume of water, and it's just, we're reflecting. And it's going with traveling energy, just how I said it from the jump. That's the funny part. And it's a palm tree that's standing out. It's the palm tree. It just seemed important to say. The palm tree seemed to be standing out at the moment, and so did this railroad track. Those are two important parts of this traveling energy. Maybe you may be riding on the train. I'm not sure, but those are energies when it comes to that shadow aspect and undersea. I'm super slunched over a little bit, but it's okay. Felt the need to translate right here today. Oh, there we go. We got something. What we got? A strand. Your strip is at the bottom of the deck. That's awesome. It's a lady petting the lion. Facing a fear may be your strength. Something that's making you uncomfortable or seeing like it would have made you uncomfortable is your strength. So that's super awesome. This is the first freaking energy that comes out. Ay, ay, ay. And this is in the dark energy too. This is definitely part of our weather aspect. We're having the last 2 nights that I've recognized where it's lightning. Even during the daytime, I've been seeing this little lightning going on. It seems like you have a balance somewhere, but you're given somewhere else. It's the first card that came out. That's not good energy to start this off. And this is all in the dark, just like what I said. I had to look at the number on it. It's a 6 on there, but you have a balance with somebody, but your attention is somewhere else. You're given somewhere else. You're not even paying where you have a balance at any attention. And this is in the dark. Like, either aspect where you're given that may not know about each other. That's the intriguing part. And wherever you're given at, it's more of a manifestation there. But where your balance is at, it's unbalanced because you are the balance, but you're given somewhere else. Ay, ay, ay. It don't have to be in the cheating form. It's coming off in that form, honestly. But it could be work aspect, honestly. Investing your more time more in work than in the home aspect, if that makes sense. And the home aspect is falling off because you complete the home aspect. There's no way it can be that. It's cheating for sure. Because I was thinking, even, you know, with you being that person, you have to go to work and you're given more in that area. If you bring it home, what you're doing as into, you know, you're working so you have the finances where it's making sense. It balances out, but you're totally not paying your home foundation any attention at all. And it's unbalanced. Ooh, this is good. This is foundations. Ay, ay, ay. Distractions. You got distractions. This is coming off like bored energy, honestly. I feel like I just talked about this yesterday, honestly. This is spouse energy for sure. I just said it, but you know, you gotta balance somewhere. So you know, you're married, you connected to somebody, but you're given somewhere else. And this is the same energy as into you're distracted by other things. But it's coming off. It's kind of hard to get a nice clear view. I gotta learn how to be able to show it where you guys can see it, but the card's so glossy. But I'll tell you what's happening. No worries. No worries. It's distraction energy. Like, you may be bored within your foundation and you just wandering the heck off. You feel like other things are more viable at the moment. And that's obvious. That's an obvious one. It's a 7 under. It went from in the dark to obvious. Probably because you showed up to this page, huh? in the time. Here and after, obvious. There's two here and afters. It's obvious. I feel like I gotta dig deep into that because that's kind of making sense. But that's what that was. But it's coming together. How intriguing. That is really intriguing. It's 3 cards. I feel like I'm stuck on just these 3 cards. I'm gonna get to the rest of it, but this is it. As into, you have a balance with somebody, you're giving somewhere else, you feel like you're bored, so you all over the place. And other foundations, you may be messing with somebody else who's messing with somebody else, if that makes sense. Like, ay ay ay. My leg can't sit in that position for too long, make my legs feel a little intriguing. But yay. But it's going to come together. So wherever you invest in that, it's all going to come together. It's not like it's going to stay separate. You're going to somehow bring it together. It's right here. It's right here. This is you having the balance, giving somewhere else to go. This is you out. You know, this is so bored energy. How can I give it a good example of this? Because that's the only thing I can say is bored. Like you're bored in your relationship. So, you know, first person to give you some attention, you right there. Then it's other people's foundation. This is somebody else's foundation. Like you're dealing with somebody who's already taken. But then it comes to be, it's all gonna come together. So they may lead a person that they would to be with you or something of that nature. Oh, this energy is intriguing. Jesus, however it goes, it's gonna come together. So I guess it's gonna make sense. The middle card is just no bueno. It's confusion because bored. It's like you're stepping outside of your marriage because you're bored. I think that's just the answer. This is the answer that you want. It's going to come together. What's going on now? It makes sense. It's not that it's actually going to come together where they invest in that. It's coming together that this is what's happening. Aww. Oh boy, that weather and gone and done it. The King of Swords. That's a few cards I flipped out. How many flipped out? Yay. An ending, headed somewhere stuck. These numbers are in order. We got 2 6s. What are these 6s? From the first card that came out as until you have a balance somewhere. But you're given somewhere else. It's financially. You're given financially somewhere else. That's why it's going with that bored energy. Or it could be going to the strip club or something. You know, it's bored energy where you invest in that. And where you invested in that, it don't make sense because they're already taken. It's like you're not trying to build nothing with them. You're bored. But it's going to come together. But I'm picking up the energy as to, it's not like, it could be, but it's for a certain energy. But this energy is definitely, your spouse is going to realize that's what you've been doing. This one is this a 6 in the dark too. You headed somewhere. You're stuck. There's gonna be an ending to that. King of Swords. Ah, this is all your energy. Stuck. Headed somewhere. An ending happening. Same one who got the balance from the first card that came out. Have a balance with somebody. But you're headed somewhere. Stuck. It's gonna be in there. You gonna stop going to that strip club? I shouldn't chuckle like that, but seriously, it's that type of awareness where it's gonna stop, literally. Because this is this person energy. It's your spouse energy. This one right here, the King of Swords. He was stuck, headed somewhere, but it's gonna end. Ay, ay, ay. I don't know, it's like I'm the bearer of bad news at the moment, but it's not really bad when somebody is dedicating themselves to somebody and they just totally getting played. But it's like, games, it's a hard one to say, getting played, because it's like, it can just all be a lesson, honestly. Everything is a lesson, but you gonna learn when you got one that you're not doing nothing sneaky, okay? It's marriage energy. You're always gonna get spotted out. You're being bad, you're giving somewhere else. You're being bad, you're giving somewhere else. But you gotta change your perspective. The Hangman came out. With that bored energy. It's the Hangman right up under it. Telling the truth, I put the Hangman down where the bored energy was at. Lots of options. Either you have what you need. That's the intrigue part. It's right in the middle. What you need is right. Jesus. There you go. Right there. Bright, shining. This other thing that's looking quite swell to you. What else you got? I'm kind of ready to wrap this energy up. Already, just off the tarot. So you gotta change perspective and you're working on something that's gonna come together. Page of Cups being offered to you. Ha ha ha. Intriguing. Look at that cup. Just like I said, could be pregnancy energy too. Where it come together. Because it came out, the Page of Cups actually came out. It's being offered to you, you don't want it. What you gonna do about it? That reminds me of a song, Usher's. These are my confessions. Just when I said all I can say. My chick on the side said she got one on the way. It's that energy. That's why you stuck too. What you gonna do about that? Bring an ending to it. I'm just being sarcastic, but maybe seriously. Let me behave myself seriously. Let me behave myself seriously. That is me behaving myself, but that's the energy. It's probably the energy they're feeling. I don't want that. Get rid of that. But they don't want it. The foundation coming in, they like, because you already got a foundation already. It's right there. And it's lots of cups too. You might get a lot of kids already, honestly. Jeez Louise, what energy. Let's move over to Traveler side. But we got travel. Because tarot is just like, whoa. If my husband got somebody pregnant, I don't think I'd be upset. Myself personally, I think I'd be happy. A little salty because it's like, damn, you know. Definitely for myself at the moment because I want a baby. I think I'd be happy though, honestly. It just would suck if that person was a total asshole, you know, one of those, you know, I'm pregnant, so you gotta focus all just on me or some foolery that nature. Then it's just like, what the hell did you go do, dude? Other than that, it's like, I don't see nothing in it. It's not a real big deal. But this is, for me, the gift that I have, I see where there's a growth aspect in it, where it'd be beneficial. That's why I said, the only way to suck if the person that he got pregnant is on some foolery. Put on the brakes. They may be on foolery. Back up and start over. Fence of love. Oh, yes. Oh, boy. Ah, my legs. Like I'm going to pop into a split. But, fence of love. Back up and start over. Put on the brakes. Whatever you're doing, you gotta stop. Stop. I don't know if this is two separate energies. I gave a good amount, but you in a lot of different foundations right now. You're talking to a lot of different freaking people. But it's a bored energy. Like you're bored in your home base. You're bored with your spouse. But for me, it's just like time to get crafty, you know, like. I don't see how I could ever be upset with my partner for a long time. Like maybe for a few minutes of the maximum, some hours, but other than that, I'm bored. It's time to harass you and get things back flowing. Like, I don't know. That's what it said. You gotta stop what you're doing, back up, start over. It's a fence of love. You stepped outside the fence because you were bored. It's got a police officer. Yeah, you've been bad. But it's okay, you get a ticket. You're welcome. Pretty much already did the numbers. I'm gonna roll it anyway to see what we get. Oh, that came out with the time. What was the time? It was 2:07, I think. But 2 came out again. It's a here and after energy in the dark at a crossway. 2 crossways. It's 2 crossways. This energy, when you being bored, you may have found something that has sparked you. Like you're interested in. It's a crossway. It's new. But you got to go back. Whatever foundation that you're trying to, you're interested in, it ain't yours. It's in the dark. You have a here and after already. You have a connection with somebody here and after. Or honestly, this could be an energy too. You might have found that. That would be gorgeous. An energy of, it's 2 people. Eyes in 2. That could be the coming together right freaking there. I just talked about that. That is gorgeous. I see you have a person that you're here with, but you found your after. If that makes sense. Like, your person that you're here with, they're gonna die eventually. The one that you have, the here as, I mean, that's part of me. Here, this is who you're married to this person for sure. This is definitely what this energy is that I'm picking up on. But you found somebody and now you're after. But they're here too. That's a tricky one. That's definitely where you gotta change your perspective, honestly. Because your after always gonna be here. But there's no separating it. Damn. I do this type of work all the time, but numbers just gave it. I said, hey, here you go, no confusion. And I just talked about that energy. I said, we are enough. That here aspect and the after. That's why it's gonna come together. Maybe you'll here understand the after aspect. Because you definitely have a balance you're giving somewhere else. And that's that energy. And it's the spouse. This is all the spouse energy. Who was that? The King of Swords, justice aspect. Stuck. Headed somewhere. It's gonna be an ending. This ending seems like confusion. I'm gonna pull some more cards, you know. See if this ending is. Because it is coming up. Somebody don't want this foundation. They don't want it to come together. This could be the one. That you already would. Or this is actually, you got somebody pregnant for sure. King of Wands. Where was that at? Working on something. I don't know. How long is this? 26? Head to toe manifestation. Ay, ay, ay. This probably is two different energies, but overall energy, this is where we're at. Kai. Or what they call these unions, aspects, or polygamy energy. I just feel like a union energy. This is 3. It's no more than 3 in this aspect. It's taking me in a triangle form. That's why your spouse is the head of this, because you're the centerfold of it. But what was I saying? Definitely found a here and after. Gotta change perspective on it. The other energy is bored energy, and it got you to wander off out of your relationship and you got somebody pregnant. That's the energy. This Indian energy, head to toe manifestation. This energy is a little drained for you. I feel drained all freaking ready. And that's that. It's not balanced, not together. It's like, how can I explain that? I don't know why I'm thinking of a car that got like a gas leak or something. I don't know if that's good enough to use. That's just the way I feel at the moment. Like, how can I explain that in that form of a way? You can see your spouse or just talk to your spouse and you feel so good, you know. Everything is just, you know, your gas tank is full. Then they leave out. And they're on the other side, but it's not together aspect. You get drained very quickly. It's like that type of energy. It's not like, oh, you always got to be around me, you know. Like, it's not that. It's where they're at, what they're doing. It's like they just totally wasted time putting gas in you. Alrighty. Remember guys, be kind. You are a reflection.